With 2 other guys left, Katie Thurston has to pick up the pieces after Greg Grippo's departure on The Bachelorette. Follow along here as her season comes to an end. The August 9th finale of The Bachelorette picks up after Greg Grippo's decision to leave Katie Thurston and end their relationship. With the other 2 guys, Moynes and Justin Glaze, completely unaware of what's going on, Katie tells Kaitlyn Bristowe that she's ready to leave the show and go home. The next morning, Kaitlyn and Tayshia Adams fill Blake and Justin in on what's going on, and they reveal that Katie has decided to continue her journey with both of them. Each guy will get some one-on-one, uninterrupted time with the Bachelorette on their fantasy suite dates. Blake's date is up first. He and Katie start the day with a fun, carefree, paintball-inspired date, which concludes with some romantic time in the hot tub. At that point, Katie is fully transparent with Blake about what happened with Greg, and even tells him that she almost quit the show because of it. "I probably underestimated the amount she cared or thought about Greg," Blake admits. "It was the first time where I was completely off as to where I thought her head was at. An engagement is a two-way street. There's still more things to learn about her, so there's a lot to talk about. I love Katie, but if she's still hung up on Greg and if she can't match that, there's no point in getting engaged." Obviously, there's a lot for Katie and Blake to discuss on the nighttime portion of their date, especially since, on top of everything else, Blake still hasn't told Katie he loves her. He explains that love is something he holds very close and only shares with a few people, which is why he's been so hesitant. However, after seeing Katie with his family on their hometown date, he says everything changed. Related gallery. Katie Thurston's hottest looks on The Bachelorette, see her gorgeous gowns and more. It was one part of the night that solidified things for me, and it was when you took off your high heels and we were playing hockey and you scored a point and, after you scored, you yelled, "Go America." Blake reveals, "I remembered in that moment, without thinking about it and without trying to think about it, I just realized. I said to myself, fuck, I love her." It's scary to say because I promised myself I wouldn't say it to anybody unless I was sure. I love you and I'm really effing excited about life with you. Katie had previously made a vow to herself that she wouldn't use the L word with anyone until the very end of the show, but hearing Blake profess his love changes all of that for her. "As much as I want to be stubborn, and just like you, it's scary and it's crazy, I effing love you so much," she gushes. "I couldn't be happier that you're here." They decide to spend the night together in the fantasy suite. After the incredible date, which Katie describes as the best day of her life, she is certain that Blake is who she wants to be with. However, before she can move on with an engagement, she has to end things with Justin. Keep refreshing because we'll be updating our live blog all episode long.